Yeah.
So that's a level of equality.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that.
You'd be a second husband?
Me?
Yeah.
You know me better than that.
So what do you mean you don't have a problem with it then?
Well, no, like the woman has gone and spoken to some guys and they've said, cool, bro, we got you. Like if your sister came and said, I'm marrying 2 dudes.
I'll just be glad that she's getting married.
The mics are blood clot open. Check.
Select accent for the podcast.
Calvin always late.
This is episode 109 of the Mike's Open podcast. My name's G Money.
Andy Young.
And Big C.
And the first team to get a cup in 2021 is Arsenal. Bang, bang. If you're watching us on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and put on the notification bells. As a matter of fact, why are more people watching the podcast who are not subscribed than people who are subscribed?
You need to subscribe, man.
That's disrespectful.
Subscribed. And by the way, there's so much other stuff on the channel. If you're listening to us on SoundCloud or Spotify or whatever, there's a lot of stuff on the Good Company channel. So please subscribe. And you can even go there and see Ashley and Kelly doing their thing. And it's a good look.
Most definitely,
Yeah, man. Plug.
Yo.
How you guys doing?
We're doing okay? You?
Fam, so today, on the way to the studio, I had a very interesting conversation. So a friend of mine called me, and she said to me that she'd met some dude. Now she, you know, these chicks have been single for a long time, and she's cool. She's nice, yeah. So she called me and she's like telling me about this person on Instagram.
I've been on the road.
Yeah. So I'm like, what's the profile? And she's like, she sends me the profile. I look at it, I know this nigga. Like, why did I say that?
Shot yourself in the foot.
Shot myself in the foot because I do know the person. So I started to get like an inquisition, like, what is he like? What is it there? And I answered as truthfully as I could.
Not vaguely.
Well, as truthfully as I don't give a fuck. I answered as truthfully as he could. As I could, rather. I was like, he's a no good nigga. No, I didn't say that. I answered it because he's a good guy. But it made me think, have you guys ever had to co-sign another dude? Like, and have you been honest?
Bro, we should be having like a record label for signing niggas, bro.
Funny enough, it's the same person who's asked me 2 different times, right? Yeah. You were a younger lady, right? She's always like, Calvin, how's this guy? Like, how is he? What? And I'm just like, yeah, that one's a bastard. That one, he's a
Really?
Wow. Yeah.
Calvin, you do that?
No, I said one was a bastard, right? Because
But
he really
if
was.
he's a bastard, he's a bastard.
Yeah, because he really was. Like, he was one of those guys. I knew, like, profile is, he was probably, like, gonna, do the typical thing, wine, dine her, try and give her hope, and then...
I don't think I'll ever speak ill of another man. I don't think I will.
Bro.
I don't think... but
it will come.
But hold up. At the same time,
you see, for me, I said that about one, and the other was like, yeah, he's got a good head on his shoulders. It was true. Yeah, like, and you see, the thing is this, right? When I even said the guy was a bastard, did she listen to me? No.
Exactly, never listened.
She proceeded and went and did that, and months later, oh, fuck that nigga. I was like, yeah.
Do you know
but before we proceed, sorry. At the same time, it's also dependent on how well you know the chick. Like how close you are.
Well, the story does exist of that famous Kenyan celebrity that I had to throw under a bus because they were trying to help my neighbor. I threw him under the bus.
By then?
No, he wasn't married, but I don't think he's married now. Actually, we did some business a couple weeks ago.
But
wow.
Let me present something that was presented by someone else with regards to the very same conversation. What if you like the chick who's asking you about the other guy?
That is what I didn't want to say, but I'm glad you went there. So suppose it's a chick who she's cool. Pengers, but she's just not interested in you. Like she's just not interested in you because it happens. No, she's not. Just like platonic. Your friend, you've been friend zoned.
Okay.
And now she's quizzing you about another Negro. It depends on how I wake up that morning.
Bro,
if I have a good night's sleep, I'll give him a good fruit pass. Like if I have no sleep,
Okay.
he's getting blocked.
Like for you to be a lady that I like, and then you're calling me about some other guy.
But-
What am I? The credit reference bureau? Fuck off.
But it
Go ask
happens
that
though.
shit.
But it happens. It happens.
Like,
Calvin.
Fam, listen.
Wait, I said this at the beginning, or rather before we started
but
recording
I'm
the
being
pod.
fucking honest. I would not. Like, I like you. Then you're asking me about some other
Yeah,
guy. Like,
but
what
bro,
the fuck?
listen.
am
I like you, bro.
But she doesn't like you like that. She likes you like a friend.
Yeah,
You have to accept
but
it.
get the energy. Don't ask me. There's other people who know the person. I am
Fam,
not.
are you
being no
acting like
fucking-
you've never been in that position?
been in that position? I've never been asked about by someone who liked me.
No,
Oh, no. Someone I
who
liked,
you
right?
like.
Someone who I liked, and they asked me about someone else. Nope.
Well,
It's never
well,
happened.
for me, I'll be honest
Because
with you.
I'm one of those people. I will give you the energy. Don't
Well,
fucking
I'll
ask
be-
me about no other nigga.
I'll be honest with you. Like, I think that in every man's life, you're gonna come across a chick that you like who doesn't like you, who doesn't want to go further than you want to go, and you have to either accept it or just move on, innit?
Simple.
But the point I'm trying to make is, if she says to you, if she asks me about Andy, I'm gonna give Andy a good reference. If it's a Thursday. But if it's a Monday, Tuesday,
Nah, bro.
hey.
Yeah, but for my homies, the whole way, bro. Like, yeah, even for job recommendations, I got you. Like, gee, if they call me about you,
Right.
like, how's his discipline? He might be late once.
By the way, do you know how you know you're getting old? People start putting you down as references. Or like, I've got 2 people this week who said to me, by the way, I put you down as a reference.
Oh, did they
That's
ask
a blessing, though.
Huh?
They asked you.
No, I've received one from some place in the UK, some job in the UK, and I just got another text today about I'll put you down as a reference. That's how you know you're getting old, fam.
I think you know you're getting old also. In the recent past, I think in the last 1 month, I've gotten 3 people who sent me messages on IGDM because, you know, I check that quite a bit, right? The request section as
Okay.
well. You know, for the mics are open and all. 3 people have asked to be my personal assistant.
Wow.
Okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about feeling your age. Yeah. At what point did it hit you like, damn?
You're getting old.
Yeah, like I can't move the way. Like you did something, you moved a certain type of way, or you couldn't move the way you usually would.
Here's the thing.
and it hit you like, damn,
well, I
I'm
can
actually
tell you-
getting old.
I can tell you, as you age, what happens is your brain doesn't age. Oh, you don't feel it in your brain. But sometimes, like there's a time, I think when I was, one of the times I went to the UK, and my cousin was just giving me like so much, but I was like, I can beat you in a race. Fam, it was almost my final race, fam. I got to the end, I was like, what the fuck did I just do?
Yeah.
But also, like what happens is, I think what happened to me is that I'd rather use my brain to do stuff to prevent myself having to do it. That makes sense? So for example, it's like you think things through more to give yourself less work to do. You know what I'm trying to say?
Work smart.
So that's, you work smartly. For
Yeah.
real. But I think that like, I don't think you really slow down till you hit like
Nah.
50 or something.
No, because generally, like, if you've got a very, very busy lifestyle, you probably won't feel it. Like now, say for us guys, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing this, we're on the move. But if you're that guy who sits like
in front of a screen
like
every
a
day.
Gava
Yeah.
office or some, and you're just there, boom, lethargic.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
like it's all about that active lifestyle,
And I think that's something that a lot of us fail on actually.
and also routine as well.
I think a lot of people fail on, to realize that, you know, you get to a point where you can't just be having all of those chocolate croissants and all of that fried food and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of us actually fail. So yeah, as you get older, you have to definitely temper your diets and your stuff and stay moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Shouldn't wait
Have
for
you
health
guys
care
seen
and that.
Jeff Bezos, bro?
All of those rich people who are old are skinny as hell.
No, bro. When you look at Jeff when he was like 40 something, he was in terrible shape, right? Now he's there's a procedure. I was being told about it.
Liposuction?
No. It's not liposuction. It's like some new current thing where they pump. What's the male thing?
Testosterone.
Yeah. So, after the age of like 35,
Your levels
thereabout,
go down.
they just start going down. So it's very hard for you. Like when you look at like bodybuilders, like remember Arnold Schwarzenegger, even Hulk from wrestling and everything, shit starts to just sag, right? So as a man, like you even start, your sweat is even, what do you call it? What?
Different.
It's more potent in terms of...
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I was being explained about all of this. So, there's a new thing, right? Like, this is for the rich. Like, they pump that shit into you. Have you seen how built that guy is?
Well, I have a friend in the States, and like he gets testosterone.
Yeah,
Like he goes out when the doctor got some testosterone, and then, and he's like actually just a little bit younger than me.
Yeah.
And then like every morning I check my Apple Watch, and I'm just seeing like this guy has just completed like a 5K run. And I'm like, okay,
It's crazy.
So,
I didn't know that.
So those are some of the things. Yeah, like...
Would you do that?
Nah, I'm all right.
No?
Yeah. Why do you think I'm working out at this age? Yeah.
how's that going though? By the way,
Last week was good. The last 2 weeks have been mad hectic for me in terms of like work and everything. So I'm thinking I might have to change my schedule to probably be like a 4 a.m. kind of thing.
does your gym open at 4 a.m.?
No. I'm going to have to change, right? So, because I don't want to I've built a certain discipline, so I don't want to slack on that. But work is now getting like, it's getting to that new quarter and everything. So much happening, what. So I'm ready to commit to that so that I just don't, because like, this week went one day, the other day, that kind of thing.
So on the show this week, one of these, I came across a quote that says women are too gullible, and they're responsible for half the misery which men administer or create. And it was along the lines of that. Every man can be a baller at least once a month. Meaning, if you have a job and you can ball at least once a month.
Yeah.
Even if you're in your parents' house and they give you, I don't know what it is, pocket money allowance, you can have a blowout once a month.
Yeah.
And you can finesse and you can throw the game down and impress women, right? And it was along the lines of that women need to stop being impressed by men that they see maybe in a social environment who look a particular way, who flex a particular way, because it could just be my turn to ball on this particular day.
Phone you
you
on
know
a
me?
good night. Yeah.
And really meaning saying at the end of the day, like when a woman sees a man in a club and he's buying bottles and stuff, she needs to understand that might just be the only time in that quarter or that month
That my nigga did it.
that he can ball like that
Yeah.
and not be impressed. And it really made me think. 'Cause I said, is it that true that women can be finessed as simply as that?
I don't know about finessed, but it's funny. I was even having a conversation with a colleague of mine today in the office. There's a song Chip has done with
Movado?
No, not Mavado, with Ice Prince, Zamani, See Through,
Okay.
from his latest album, Snakes and Ladders. And he talks about women not hitting him up because he wasn't proper, which taught him that women don't hit you up because you're not proper.
Right.
Because he's made it. He's lived both worlds. So he can be at a place where he'll go like, you know what, bro? They're not hitting you up because you're not proper right now. The moment you start, blowing up,
Right.
that's when they're going to come.
Right.
Now, this is someone who's made it, bro. Quote unquote.
Right.
And he's giving us his experiences. You can't tell me that there's not an element of truth in this. So for majority of women like that in the clubs, I'd say, they like to see that. They want to see the man them spending. There's that certain flex. And for most of them, not that they can't afford that, but they want to be in that same environment. Like, you know what? I want to be there, bro. I want to be somewhere guys are balling like this.
Because you've heard that famous quote that good guys finish last. It's fucking true.
Yeah.
It's like when you think about it, put your phone down, motherfucker. We're here.
No.
We're here. We are here. Right? It's like when you think about it, you hear good guys finish last, and I know
Good girls don't get the corner office. There's a book like that.
Yeah, and I've realized that all of us, I'm sure that in your own life you know some really good people, good humans, dudes who are good humans, right?
Yeah.
And they just finish last. Like, but you know some dudes who are like bad news.
Yeah.
the kind of dude that if your best friend, if Ashley said to you, I'm not saying Ashley's your best friend, but if Ashley said to you, this dude, you'd be like, that one,
Nah.
But yet,
That one was Satan.
but those are the ones who get through.
But
Same applies to business, by the way.
is it such? Where does that leave us now?
Who?
Because everyone, because
back.
it becomes it becomes like a game we are playing. And honestly, sometimes it gets tiring because even when you're talking to people out there, you don't know what exactly or who exactly you're dealing with.
Right.
Because everybody just wants to see what are you really up to? And you're also trying to see what are you really up to? You don't want your agenda to be seen. They don't want their see.
Right.
It's a
a
whole
game.
thing going on. It
a whole
gets
game.
pretty tiring. So where does that leave us in terms of how do I conduct myself? Am I going to be a real person through and through, or do I move like this because society has set things up like this? If I'm a nice guy, if I'm a good guy, yeah, this is what I'm going to expect. If I'm not,
Bro, consistency
something
is key.
else.
If you're consistent, you should be consistently good or consistently bad.
If you're consistent, you will never ever have to worry about, am I flicking on the bad, the good guy switch?
Yeah. No, I hear that. I hear that.
Yeah.
Or you could be a good guy and wait until a woman goes down on one knee and asks
proposes to
you
you.
Wow,
to marry her.
Could you please
that's the
go buy a ring?
seg. That's the seg.
Discuss.
That's the seg.
Oh,
Wait,
that video, eh?
Right. So
What happened? I've been seeing it, but I haven't clicked on it.
it's as simple as a babe proposing to a guy.
Did he
As
say
simple
yes?
as that, bro. I didn't even watch the rest of the
Bro.
video. The man was in shock.
respect blood. I wouldn't watch it.
The man was in shock, bro.
Honestly, I've been seeing it, and I'm just like, nah, whatever. That just looks like a terrible idea.
It's getting
but
real,
you know,
bro.
That's interesting. The three of us actually didn't commit to watching it.
No, but I didn't.
I
watch,
don't know about committing
I didn't-
to watch it.
I didn't watch it because I just don't want to see that awkwardness. Because I'm imagining myself in that position.
Being proposed to.
Even if
What
it's
do you
like-
do, bro? What do you do, man? This is a love of your
Fam,
life.
fam.
On one knee.
Fam, let's say Panda. And if you're watching this, Panda has just turned around,
Pause.
flung on her glasses. You know that Panda's androgynous. Like 1 week it's a dude, next week it's a chick. And Panda says to me, hey G, you know, we've been kicking it for a while.
Kicking it, dating, bruv. Not kicking it.
Same
Yeah.
thing, same difference. Yeah, we've been dating for a while, and I want us to take this relationship to
Higher level.
another level. Will you marry me? That's what she said. I'm gonna look at Panda and say,
Hell to the no.
"No." I'm gonna say, "Who me?
What?
Who else?
Me?"
But
But you have to answer.
If you were
I'm
in
gonna
that,
go over my shoulder and be like, "Me?
You have to
You're
answer.
mad." I said, "You can't ask me that. You can't. That's not fair.
She just did.
It's not fair.
Why? Why not?
You can't ask me that.
Why not?
I wasn't ready.
You've been courting.
That's her problem.
like,
Wow.
I don't know. You
That's
know,
a-
if
That's the love of your life, bro.
That's
Are you saying no?
that is actually disrespectful.
If this
No.
is a
That is
woman,
How?
if
disrespectful.
this is a woman
How?
that you love, like love is something that is a common ground for both of you. Like y'all ain't flexing. I love you more than you love me, and all of that kind of nonsense. Would I say yes? Nah. Fam,
Why not?
bro, I'm gonna have to be the one to do it, man.
Time for the truth cam. Time for the truth cam. Truth cam makes its return to the podcast.
Oh, it's
Calvin
not.
is not happy.
Calvin's not happy about that. Let me ask you, boom, hit record on the truth cam. Your woman asks you to marry her. What are you doing?
I'm like, yo, get out. Let's go get cocktails.
Let's go and get cocktails. Andy, your woman says, will you marry? What do you do?
I'll stretch out my hand and spread my fingers and let her slip the ring on.
Listen to
Bro, what do you do?
You don't lie, which is what you just evidently did. You know what I mean? What
I
is
didn't
that?
lie. What about you?
Me?
Yeah.
I told you what I do.
Oh,
Oh, you want to do it on the truth cam, yeah?
yeah.
Is it on?
Yeah. So the love of your life.
Uh-huh.
You've been courting for what?
5 years.
For 5 years.
Uh-huh.
Goes down on one knee.
Uh-huh.
and proposes to you. Marry
You know
me.
what I'm gonna say?
Marry me, G Money.
I'm gonna say we're not there yet.
She's on one knee, bro.
We are not there.
5
yet.
years, you're not there yet.
We are not
what are you
there
waiting
yet.
for?
Woman, we are not there yet.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, so she's gone down on her knees, right?
Yeah. I thought it was my lucky day.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, are we out in public or what? Like, I'm like, baby, just put the ring away. Then I'm gonna whoop it out, like, get this load on your head.
No, but come on, it feels wrong, man.
Like, yeah, like, for everything in me.
It feels wrong.
Like, I'll go for family functions and they'll introduce me as Calvin who got proposed to.
Imagine.
Like, let me tell you, the toxic masculinity
The toxic
in me,
masculinity.
100%, I'm not going to let you propose to me.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
So, Calvin, you'll have to wait after she's proposed to you so that you propose to her again.
No, see, I'll
so
just
that you
be
get
like,
married.
I'll just be like, hey, listen, I'll go get a ring tomorrow or something.
No,
Then I'll-
Calvin be like, you know what?
Do you know?
You're in detention.
By the way, you know, guys, I've actually been taking ring shopping. Did I ever tell you this story? Oh my
For you?
God.
Do tell.
Yo, imagine, no?
Imagine no.
Yeah,
Took you ring shopping.
man.
That doesn't surprise me.
Fam, like, no, she was like, okay, cool. So this is my ring size and everything. And I remember walking. I was like,
You're confused.
Why?
no.
Is it something that just happened
no,
randomly?
like you're walking into a jewelry
I'm sure
store,
there's
right?
something that
Like,
led
she
up to
was-
that
she
moment,
was
bro.
helping me.
She didn't take you ring shopping randomly, bro.
You have to give context.
Yeah.
You were madly in love at that point.
I was.
Oh my God.
Then
You-
don't
Like,
complain.
I was.
Then don't complain.
I'm not. That's the thing, Andy. I've not complained, right? I was taking ring shopping. You know, like not ring shopping. It was okay. If you're planning on doing it, here's an idea of what I may like, which is very
That's very
beautiful.
proactive.
Yes, that's very proactive. That's a team player, bro.
Almost pressuring.
Pressuring.
Why?
Almost pressuring.
Why are you guys not going to say yes?
Because
Bro, we're done with that story. We're
No,
toxic.
why?
What the fuck?
truth come. All right, I want to ask a question. Okay.
I don't see why not.
So, Andy, it's time for you to propose to the love of your life. Give me those words. Tell me what you're going to say.
Bro, I don't have them written down right now, bro. I'll say what I'll
say. From your heart, bro. From your heart.
Then I need that person, bro. If I'm to say it from the heart.
This nigga, just make it up then. Don't say it from your heart. Lie.
I've loved you since the very first time that I saw you. You make me become a better man.
Talking to the mic.
And I want you to be part of my life forever.
Wow.
Will you be my wife?
Jesus Christ. You made it up on top of your head.
Yes. Bro, we've watched that in movies, bro.
No. Come on.
We've watched that in
Give
movies,
that
bro.
man a round of applause right
That's
there.
Why you
Bullshit.
gaslighting?
You smashed it. Calvin.
Fuck off. Do it fast. Do it yourself
What?
fast. Yeah.
What?
You can't be over here. Yo. Just. Yeah.
So how would I propose?
Yes.
I'd say, we do next Thursday.
Wow. You forgot the name.
We're getting married. What? At my age. No
Wow.
thing. What the fuck? We're done.
Okay.
We're finished here.
But you won't romanticize the
Nothing. Romanticize what? Calvin, your turn.
What?
Negro, propose.
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 Bro,
I wish you lot could see what's happening in
Let
the
me tell
studio.
you guys. You want me to propose? Like, you know, I like the mics are open, but this file could be corruptible if I uttered some words.
Wow. Calvin is fine. I won't even put the camera on Austin. Because Austin's been there, done that.
Oh, shit. Like, Austin, what question did you pop? Like, what
yeah,
did you
Austin,
ask?
Austin, what did you say?
Like, yeah, we're coming back to you. What did you say?
I said, what are you doing next Thursday? So what did you say, Austin?
I proposed via Skype.
You proposed via Skype.
What did you say?
Like, right after
Did
video
you change
sex
the
or what?
background? So Austin, the cameraman, he proposed via Skype. Did you
I
change the
wasn't in the
background?
country. I wasn't in the country.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course.
you-
Jatello. Tell
Yeah,
them.
wow.
So you so
I wasn't
so
in the
my
country.
friends, I was in New York City, eh?
I wasn't in the country.
I was in New York City, and you
Waiting for my first class.
you
ticket.
proposed via Skype, just like in an instant message.
No, via video. Those those times the
You had to buy
video
credits.
call.
Those times.
Wow.
Those wee hours.
Look at his face, man. He looks
Man lit up.
so happy. Oh. Anyhow, so yeah, That's how your boys
Like, how
would
do you even
propose.
walk around? Like, do guys write that down? What they're actually going to ask the person?
Should we ask Grouchy? So you, like, actually, just come on set. Just come on set. It's fine. Grouchy is right into the kitchen. Okay, sour.
Bennett?
Moving. Vennant's gonna probably
Venom proposed to his
How
bike.
would you propose to Mrs. Vennant? Potentially.
Let's go to the gym.
Like we've been working out for so long.
Yeah.
And there's a way that your quads make.
I think we
There's the way you lift me up, the same way I lift you up. Come on, Ben.
Leave it alone. Moving swiftly. But it's crazy though. And Andy, you asked a very valid question. The question that that you asked about why would we actually feel bad that if a chick proposed to us? Why would we actually feel bad? Is it toxic? What is it? I hate the word toxic. Is it just the way?
Let's go with not as as open-minded or as flexible.
No, I don't think open-minded is the word because she's actually open-minded for her to be doing that.
Yeah, what about you?
It's not kosher. Like,
Is it just that there are some things that should never change, no matter how equal and equitable?
Why?
Yes.
Where is it written
we
on
accept
stone?
way too many damn things on this fucking
What do you mean
planet.
damn?
Can we just have some roles that are defined? Yes, I want men to propose. You
It's a matter of
understand?
preference, bro.
Yeah, like I want men to propose. I want men to pay the rent. Like, let's have some defined things. Bro, not all of this shit. Who's gonna say it?
In South Africa, the big conversation right now is about polyandry.
Yeah, which is dope.
Oh, because the baby who married two mandem.
Yeah.
So that's a level of equality.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that.
You'd be a second husband?
Me?
Yeah.
You know me better than that.
So what do you mean you don't have a problem with it then?
Well, no, like the woman has gone and spoken to some guys and they've said, cool, bro, we got you. Like, what? A threesome for life. That's them, bro. If they want to do that, sour. Me? Ati me, you, and another babe for life. How now? We can't even fit in the bed, bro.
I said, I'm glad that you thought about that. Right? So, I mean, I don't know. I just find it weird that...
Like, if your sister came and said, I'm marrying two dudes.
I'll just be glad that she's getting married. I'd just be glad that she's getting married. Like, I'd be happy. I'd be like, after a year, I'd be happy, man.
Imagine it's not that crazy.
What do you mean it's not that crazy?
It's not that crazy.
Have you been in that situation? Or, you just...
Is this water?
Yeah.
Go on.
Still. Are you asking me or are you asking G?
No, I'm asking you. Like, it's not that crazy. How?
No, as in, I'm opening my mind to the fact that, bro, these things are happening as we speak. Like,
So
we saw on the video.
Would you be keen to be the other man? Like, husband,
Bro,
one, two,
no,
however you guys.
we've had this conversation before, no, bro. Let's take it back to that babe proposing and why you're not going to accept that proposal
Yes.
and why
I said...
is the question I asked.
I said there's roles that needs to stick to being men roles. You get?
So having 2 or 3 wives is a man role.
No, I'm not saying that, right? We're sticking to the principle of asking women to marry you. Cool. If in a heterosexual relationship,
I'm giving you that. That's fine.
yeah, that's fine. If two men who want to marry each other, and they want to ask each other, cool, do that. Sawa.
Yeah.
2 women, I do that. But if you agree that you want your woman to ask you out, to propose to you,
You won't agree. It's not something you sit down to discuss
You
that
see
you
what I'm
propose to
saying
me.
is this. If you guys had a conversation and you guys had like some sort of most crazy ass thing that this woman loves you and you love her and you're like, I want to propose to you. And she says, how about I propose to you? If you guys have agreed that, sour. Don't push it to us.
Bro, I don't think people sit down to discuss, let me propose to you or let me not propose to
Bro,
you.
these things actually happen, Andy. People can be like, hey, I want you to come propose to me in front of my office so that people can actually see. Why do you think people are always asking, send me flowers to the office?
Okay.
People like to show this shit.
Okay, sir, besides the show, bro, the love of your life, the woman you loved to the depths of I don't know what.
Well, the good
Goes
thing
down
is this,
on one knee.
if she loves me as much and has spent as much time with me, she knows damn right he doesn't want me to ask him. She knows
There we
by
go.
now.
So it's a matter of preference at the end of the day.
Yeah, but she knows, like I've told her, I will ask you to marry me.
So then we should allow them to
So
shake
now let
this.
me ask you this,
Okay.
right? So that guy was proposed to. So now the Rorashio, we're going to the dude's
See,
place.
because you're stuck there, bro.
No, but then you see,
You're stuck there, bro.
I'm not stuck.
You
I'm
are.
I'm just representing a whole bunch of people who actually find this nah.
No, we've said it's a matter of preference, right? No, right?
It's no.
Yes,
no.
we've said it's a matter of preference.
If it boils down to preference between you two, yes. Between everybody else, let's have some defined roles.
What do you mean everybody else? We're speaking. That's why I say we come here to speak the truth.
No,
let's speak
bruh,
for
it's the
ourselves.
fucking truth. That's what I'm saying. And I've said there's actually things, bro. We need to start having some conversations, bro. Let men propose to women.
They have
It's
been
always been
since
so.
time immemorial, bro.
It's always been
I
so.
don't understand why you're so against a woman.
Proposing to a man.
man.
Like they're
I don't
shaking
get
the
it.
the pillars of patriarchy and
patriarchy. What? I'm just
that's
like
patriarchy,
guys,
bro.
No, stop
We
being a
we,
temple.
we love the beauty of it.
Who is this
Yeah,
we?
but what
The
but
marriage,
But,
what?
but then look what happened the other day with Drake.
What did Drake do?
Drake flies this chick out to his mansion.
Yeah.
It's called the embassy, right?
The embassy.
The embassy, yeah, out in
Yeah.
Toronto.
To help work on his album, right? So to help work on his album,
yeah.
flies out, and he flies out this chick and flies out
The
her
mandem.
dude at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
And those two have been together for 8 years
8
in a
years, bro.
relationship, which is a long time. Evidently, the man has never asked her, or maybe he has, I don't know. But they've been together for 8 years. She goes into the embassy. Her and Drake hit
Gets
it
her
up in the
passport
gym.
stamped.
She goes into Drake's embassy, gets her passport stamped. While dude is in the games room playing FIFA, Drake is passport stamping his chick. Fam, if she had the right or the ability to ask dude to marry like 4 years into the relationship, they wouldn't even have got to the embassy.
Facts.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Facts.
Because 8 years,
No fucking way.
what? Not every man, but many men have been in relationships for years with women that they have no intention of marrying.
True.
So the reality is, if the woman can turn around and say, "Will you marry me?" to the dude, she can save herself a lot of heartache down the road. It's only fair.
It's just
But you
that
see,
simple, bro.
guys, here's the thing. If a man actually wants to marry you, a man will always ask you to marry.
But in his own time.
Yes, you get. And these are conversations that people have by their own time. Like, honestly, a man does not even need 10 years. If this man actually wants to marry you, fam, you meet so many people. We met last year. What? Boom, we're married. I know that. I know that for a fact. But you could be with this chick you're messing with, you're all right with, what? Has the thought of you marrying her ever crossed? Nothing.
But Drake is an assassin, though. When
Drake
you
is
think
a
about
bad
it,
man.
Drake is a bad man.
The light skin nigga association working overtime, bro.
Drake takes that shit to another level.
Yo, listen, like that is disrespect. Like you're gonna fly out my babe, then yo, he doesn't even have to complain. Just come through.
But the thing about
Bro,
it is,
that house has an east and a west wing. You can't
but
even hear her scream.
But also, end of the day, like
What?
end of the day, still, to be honest though, if your chick was being flown to Canada,
Been flued.
wherever that house is
Toronto,
by Drake,
yeah.
would you go?
Negro, it's Drake.
Oh,
that's my one chance. It's Drake, bro.
Drake be like, oh yeah, we're gonna fly
It's
that little
Drake.
toy. Like,
The man says it's Drake.
It's Drake.
so in that same context, right? In that same context, your baby's like, yeah, cool. So we're at Drake's house. What?
I'm like, fine. Hey, hang up, bro.
Drake says, listen, now you're at Drake's house, right? And Drake, the baby's now like, babe, we've always spoken about like, getting another person to come in. Like, okay, let's swing together. You're saying okay with Drake as well?
Hey, damn, I'd have to feel the vibes, bro. I don't know.
I respect your honesty.
Yo,
You're kidding,
Let
no?
me tell you.
it's Drake.
Bro,
Let me tell you.
bro, we'd have to draw some ground rules.
Let me tell you.
Like, hey, yo, my Negro, don't cross this line,
Wait,
bro.
Who's hitting first? You or Drake?
Let me tell you, half the people who were on that Twitter timeline saying Drake is this, she's that, the guy is this. If Drake called their sister,
Hey, bro.
they'd be like, yo,
Yo, let's go.
Let's go.
But anyway, this is something I wanted to run by you guys. Someone this week asked me a very interesting question in the office.
Okay.
More often than not, we talk about how we men act when we are financially pressed.
Okay.
But we don't talk about how we act when we're sexually pressed.
Okay.
And that's something that we need to talk about, bro. Case in point. And we need to be very honest. Because you can tell the difference when you're broke and when you have money in your actions, the way you behave, how you act around people.
Christ.
Okay.
So now,
But when you're sexually frustrated.
deprived, like,
Okay. So continue the conversation. Lead.
I've led.
No, continue to lead.
You don't want to take it.
You don't throw it out there.
You don't want to take it.
Continue.
You don't want to take it.
yeah, you're a part of
Yeah,
this
so
podcast. You
continue.
could say, for me, you know, normally.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. It's, you know what? I'm even glad you proposed that direction.
You know,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
As Andy
that
Young.
that was a laugh to buy time.
No, bruv.
As Andy Young.
As Andy Young, I like to check my energy.
Okay.
Like, most of the time.
I'm listening to you.
Most
bro.
of the time. I see you with the faces, bro. I see you with the faces. So even when the same way I wouldn't want someone who's around me to feel my energy if I'm angry, is the same way I'd want no one around me to, because these people who pick up on energy, like babes around you could go like, yo, bruv. Even man them. There's a way you can act and your boy will tell you, yo, bro, you need to get laid. I know I have been told that before. I know you have been told that before.
Okay. Let me ask you a question, man, bro. Over the last 2 months at our office, considering that, you said this is the conversation in the office, have you not paid any attention to the sexual harassment guide in the office?
I have.
You have, eh?
Yes.
So, don't you think a chick saying to me in the office, you need to go and get laid, is a form of sexual harassment?
Did I say it's in the office?
You said it.
No, I've said once in your life, someone has told you need to get laid. I didn't say in the office.
But you started the conversation. I was having an interesting conversation with my colleagues at work.
Yeah, someone asked me that.
With those people, you know what
Who said those people? Maybe it was one person, bro. It's my story.
So go on.
Now, yeah. I have said how I act.
But you haven't really.
You really.
Okay,
bro,
then how do you act,
wrote
bro?
a letter about it.
Wait, no, you free. You're not free.
Because you're not listening as I'm saying.
Your question is, right, just as in how men act when we don't have money.
Yes.
No one has ever spoken about how men act when they are.
They ain't got no poom.
When they
Yes.
are dry spell, yeah?
Yes. And I
But
was drawing links with how I don't want. Okay, we're not talking about me being angry.
Okay.
And how I don't want anyone around me.
So don't draw links. Just say how you behave and what you think about it. Don't give us parables. Your name ain't Baba.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
actually-
even explain
Andy,
a goddamn point.
Andy, honestly, you gave parables. Just tell us, I usually feel like this, like that. Simple.
Bro, if this is how I best present my point, I will.
All right. Cool. No worries.
It's that simple.
Okay.
If the analogy will help me present the point better, nigga, I
So
will.
what is your point?
Bro, we're just sharing. I'm telling you how I act when.
But you haven't said how
You
you,
haven't
act.
said.
You haven't.
Because I'm trying to explain, but you keep interrupting
Stop,
and telling me,
stop,
oh.
The floor is-
Jesus Christ, you even asked me a question before I
Andy,
could ask you another
Andy,
question. Bomo
I'm
class.
sorry.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
so sorry.
I think I can't even get an answer, even a conversation.
You're actually pissed off today.
Sorry.
No, I just love it. I just love it.
Wait. We are sorry. We're going to allow you to finish your point. Let him finish.
So yeah, when I am sexually frustrated, I can get a bit edgy, a bit antsy, and a bit rude. I withdraw myself from people. The same way, if I'm annoyed, if I'm angry, I feel like this energy can spill over. I don't want it to. When someone is frustrated, you don't know what going on. Could be they lost some money, could be they woke up on the wrong side of the bed, could be they are horny, you never know. So I like to keep it that way.
Are you sexually starved right now?
That's for me to know and you to never find out, bro.
Wow. You niggas are funny as fuck. You guys are some funny niggers.
So, over to UG.
No, I'm Calvin.
No. So now you get to choose.
No. I find it to be such a weird conversation.
I know, right?
I said not even from an uncomfortable perspective. I just don't go around wearing my frustration because I'm not gonna if I don't have money,
I will be like, I'm feeling some type
I feel
of
the way, but
sex?
fam, you walk in, you're slamming doors.
No.
You're
But
pissed off.
I don't like you today.
What's the matter with you, bro? Listen, you could have done that link better. It's 103.5 Homeboys Radio, bro. What's the matter with you?
Yo, then you just hand the man some lotion.
Bro, I don't know.
But see, that's the thing.
I can speak for
Who's
myself.
to say? That's what we're here.
Let me speak for myself, bro.
Please do.
Like,
my God.
dry spells, whatever.
I can see
This is making you all so uncomfortable. I love it. Okay.
It's funny to me. It's a very funny question. It's not something that you just wear on your sleeve. I don't anyway. I mean, it's whatever. You know what I mean?
Andy, like,
but we learn.
You were just starting to explain, bro. We were waiting.
That's it. I'm saying I don't behave in any particular way that I perceive. But I'm saying it's good that we learn more about you every week on the podcast.
No, because on the real,
because the way you're shouting now.
that's antics. Just allow.
Yo, I'm gonna love watching this shit. It's so dope.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing, because who's to say that that's how you act when you're pressed?
I'm never gonna look at you the same. Like,
I see Andy every single morning because he takes over the station from me at 10 o'clock every morning. Fam, please, every time you come into the studio from now on, just be happy, bro.
No, but I'm always happy.
Because every time, if you come in one day and you're mad,
you'll think I'm sexually frustrated.
I'm gonna say to Kelly, this one.
But I think let's talk about these things, man.
No, we can talk about it, but I'm saying it's weird to me. It's funny. It's funny to me. I don't know how Calvin feels.
no, like, honestly, Andy, I never felt that way. Never. Like,
Sexually frustrated?
No.
You've never felt?
No.
You've never been?
like, for me,
Wow.
the things that frustrate me in life, that's not it. Like, I don't give that much power to it. Like, honestly, if I'm feeling a deal has gone wrong, if I'm broke or work is not working, those kind of things, those will stress me out. If I ever got to a point like I was insanely horny, bro, I'll do what every other man does, and I'll represent myself. Like, I'll be like,
Candles, rose petals,
like,
Now,
some
play some
R&B slow
stuff.
jams playing.
yeah, but these
I'm
are things
good.
that don't- And also, you see, for me, right now, bro, I gym, man. It helps with every issue I may have in life. But that like, getting angry at people, walking into the office, like, I'm not even trying to judge you or anything, but that's never happened.
okay.
Yeah.
But it's cool. We talk about anything we want to talk about in the podcast, so it's fine. Just keep smiling, keep shining.
This nigga, yo, bro, I tell you, these guys come here to lie to you guys.
No!
These niggas come here to lie to you guys.
What is to lie?
No. Okay, where do we think the coin, bro, you need to get laid, was phrased?
Yeah, but that's
Have you ever been told you need to get laid?
probably. I can't recall, but
Calvin, have you ever been told that you need to get laid?
But that phrase has gone beyond someone physically actually needs. You can say, someone can be having a bad day. Let's say they're having a bad day because they don't have any money, or they're having a bad day because
Could be anything.
It could be anything.
Yes.
And that phrase, you need to get laid, has become such a
You're
generic
having a bad
phrase.
day.
It doesn't literally mean you need to go and get laid, because that's actually a form of.
But don't you think there's an element of truth in there?
No, really.
It's just a phrase.
And also,
it's like saying when you go on, if you're an actor or you're going, let's say you're going on stage and someone says to you, break your leg. They don't mean you to go and break your leg. It's just
you can't use that. You can't use that analogy.
Andy,
Use a different analogy.
Here's the thing. People are so different. And I want you to understand one thing. People stress and get frustrated about totally different things
true.
in life. You get? So to a lot of people, like especially as you get older, right? Like the current issues that stress me, to be honest, things that could actually make me have a foul mood. I told you guys, I think about retirement and those kind of things, right? Am I doing what I'm doing? Those will frustrate me. Me not getting laid, bro, like, fam, I've had a woman in my house. Like, I'm trying to go to bed. I don't want to fuck. You know,
Now,
those kind of things, like, they don't stress me.
I'm glad that we've touched base on this, because it wasn't just like antics and just conversation going nowhere. When we are, as men, when we are addressing the things that frustrate us, let's not lie. Sex is usually somewhere on top of that list.
I think
for most guys.
No, I think at some point in your life, when you're like, if you haven't like broken your virginity, or you're in high school and there's that peer pressure and all of that stuff. Yeah, you do have that peer pressure to conform and to be the gallus and to do all that stuff. But I think that when you're confident in yourself and you know who you are, I don't think that anyone can pressure you like that. I don't think you can even pressure yourself.
No, leave alone even that. This is what I'm working with, yeah? How do you work around your issues? Like, for catharsis or something, you know, for that emotional release.
Okay. So,
for most men, naturally, yeah. I haven't done research on this. This is from conversation here and there. For most guys, sex is usually an option. Like, hey, yo, I need to get laid. I've had such a long week. Yeah.
Right. But I also believe that as you get older and go through more and more relationships, it doesn't give you that release that you really think you're gonna get, because you get to a point where you realize that even after you smash, your problems are still there. As a matter of fact, sometimes you'll smash and your problems increase because you're like, the fuck did I just do? What
do you want to
this?
leave right now?
Yeah, like, so I think once, when you're just coming into the game, I think yes, you're just like, but I think once you've been in the game for a minute, it's like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the whole point of the conversation was how much we man them prioritize sex.
Okay.
That was the whole point of this conversation.
And honestly, I also think that's also a bit of a, especially on the continent, I think it's a bit of a myth. Because if you think about it, it's like we live on a continent where by the time you hit your 27, 28, your parents are asking you about marriage. Like, when are we gonna exactly, right?
Yeah, grandbabies.
Yeah, grandbabies. And I think that most people, apart from the terrorists out there like Austin, I just think that like most people actually give more, act wilder than they actually are, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you do have some serial snipers out there. Like Austin. I'm joking. By the way,
comedy style.
We're joking, right?
Yeah.
If Austin's people are watching this, we're joking.
Plural.
Right?
Who cares? Call police.
But if you're a marksman, like Grouchy,
like, you know, like if you've been a sniper for life, you just want to shoot things.
Yeah, but after I still think that people, especially men, we do actually act up, like, you know, because after a while, once you've gone through your whole phase, it's whatever, really, you know.
Yeah, it's called, you know.
Now, are you done?
Home.
I mean, I'll say this. I think to some extent, there's some cathartic release that comes with sex, physically, emotionally, mentally, like generally. But I feel like if it's an environment that will allow for that, not just with anyone.
So let me ask you, like, this release you're talking about.
The cathartic
The
release.
way you say that like a fucking therapist. No. So this release that you speak about.
So it comes after like how many rounds? Like, I'm actually curious. Like, boom, you know,
What?
the first one, like 3 minutes, it's out. Do you feel that release has been arrived at?
It's subjective.
Or is it like
It's
after
subjective. That's what I'm saying.
Subjective.
Yes, subjective.
Break it down.
I just know if I can't sleep. Anyway, moving swiftly on.
Whatever works for you, Calvin.
Whatever works, man. Whatever
Yeah.
works.
No, I was actually serious because...
No, you can't ask me that question.
You know why I asked you that? The power that you put into that conversation right there, I was actually mildly concerned. Like, I wanted to know.
Because I had to push you niggas there.
No,
really?
No, it's like, I'm trying to understand. You're talking about this release, like, with so much passion. Like, After how many? No, I'm serious. I'm not trying
After
to make
how many rounds?
Yeah, like
that's the question you'd have at the end of that.
Is it one of those things? Wham, bam, woo! God damn, that release. You know what I mean?
If that's it for you, then boom.
You niggas are funny.
Okay.
Anyway, moving swiftly on. Before we wrap up, predictions for the Champions League this weekend. Champions League this weekend. Porto is the venue. Man City versus Chelsea. Say it out. And I want by the way, everyone who's watching this podcast, everyone who's listening to this podcast, do not wait until the end of the match. I want you to write in the comments right now your prediction, Man City and Chelsea tomorrow night.
I say Chelsea. Penalties.
Chelsea penalties.
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Chelsea penalties.
Yes.
Wow.
Chelsea
Man
full time.
City. Man City to win and win clear.
Thoroughly.
2-0.
2-0.
2-0.
The okay, it's going to become a
That's
football
my
thing.
prediction.
Okay, so
And also, I'm so happy that Manchester United lost in the Europa League
Fuck
final.
off.
I'm so happy that they lost.
No.
Okay. I'm so happy that they didn't lose. This has been the Mics Are Open. My name is G Money.
and the young.
And Big C.